Last episode of the season. We got a star-studded cast today.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, season 2, episode 12, the last episode of the season. We have 2 guests, and one of them is the man, the myth, the legend, the DV of Arcadia. No, it's not Dylan. It is James. Finally made it on the show. How long did it take you? What? 24 fucking episodes to get on the show. Yeah, 2 seasons. Yeah. Like, jeez.
We're here.
A face to the mustard, people. A face to the mustard.
A face to the fucking mustard.
We finally made it.
And we don't even have any fucking mustard here.
Right. Yeah. No display items. What the
fuck is this, man?
Nothing. I didn't have it this time.
Wow.
He's too cool even for us.
You're supposed to be the mustard man.
I am the
mustard man?
Are you the mustard man?
I am the mustard man.
Do you know the mustard man?
No.
All right, let's get into it. We got a giant episode today. We'll try to get through it all in 1 hour. But first of all, James is here. Finally, we got him. We booked James. Took a while, but he's finally here.
Elusive.
He's been elusive for a long time. But we got a few questions for him, and I like to, for all of us to weigh in on it. So number 1, James, I need you to explain to the audience the big brother, little brother dichotomy that we have.
Oh man. Okay. It dates back to what? Oh, the beginning when we started working together, I want to say.
I need you to talk about the private pool conferences that we have. The private pool tournaments.
Oh.
Yonder over here?
I was like, private pool.
I was like, at first, like, what are we talking about here, bro?
Hold on.
Hey. Are we talking this on there, man? No, we had many lovely conversations on the pool table when you did play pool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
That's a burn.
Where have you been, bro?
That's a burn.
No. Life, love, the pursuit of happiness.
Golf?
The pursuit of something.
No, we never really talked about golf. It was
No. Oh,
although he did brag about, his score once in a while. But
It's
that's
the
when he
pursuit of
first started.
something. Happiness, I don't know.
He tries.
Yeah.
He tries.
and now it's racquetball.
Well, the big brother, little brother dichotomy basically comes down to that I give him sage advice, and then he turns around and doesn't do anything. So
That's
I pretty much ask advice from James and just
Ignore
black
it.
out immediately.
blatantly,
Yeah.
ignore it.
That checks out.
Yeah.
he's like, when the fuck did we get ice cream?
At that point,
I think it is venting.
yeah, because there is no actual
Yeah, he never really
Acknowledgement.
He never
or
follows
any synopsis. It's not.
he never follows any of
There's no
our advice.
resolution.
Like we're just like soundboards. Like he just throws shit off. Right.
Yeah.
Just peppering us with bullshit on a daily. Like, God damn it, Doug.
And then he would say, that's, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. I should do that.
And what does he
I'm gonna
do?
do better. None of it.
So do you forget, like, as soon as he stops talking?
Yeah.
Like, just
I disagree with what mostly he says, and I hear it.
so you
and I
disagree with
nod.
logic? Got it.
Yeah, I nod and I hear it, but I don't really.
But he's
hear
not
it.
listening.
I don't listen to it.
All right, James. Next question.
Yes.
What made you actually come on the show today? Because this is our 3rd attempt,
Yeah.
and we made shirts for you.
We
so
did.
What actually brought you in today? Was there like a contractual obligation that you had to come?
I think it was just like guilt, like Catholic guilt that you threw.
Oh, Catholic guilt?
I think it was really the Catholic guilt that you poured onto me finally. I felt bad, honestly, from last week. Last week I got sick, and you guys were hyped up. I was.
Yeah,
How many
the
times
bubble
have
guts,
I
right?
ever called out sick?
Yeah, the bubble guts.
Oh,
And actually was sick.
one time, and that was during the podcast, and I'll never forgive you.
That's just gonna work right for it.
All right, next question, James. When did you decide to enter the priesthood?
That's actually a very good question.
I feel like this is layered. This is
a leading.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this wasn't leading. This is 1, 2, and then 3 strikes. That's a 9.
And here
Please
we
explain.
go.
Please explain.
Women throw themselves at the deep V god over
Mr.
here.
fucking
Yeah, they do.
3% fat.
Yeah.
The deepest.
The deepest of V's in Arcadia.
The deepest of V's.
He doesn't capitalize on it. I don't know why. Like, listen.
ABC, James.
Okay, here's a question.
Okay.
Here's a question for Joseph and Ricky. The older that you get, is it more about quality or is it more just about quantity?
Quality.
It's quality.
It's quality.
It's always been
really. No, it's not.
I mean, like if I'm like seriously pursuing someone, it's definitely about quality.
But when's the last time you've seriously pursued anybody?
No.
But if I, it's like you never down,
no.
fourth down,
Yeah, he
down
had
and 30.
He had
I'm
a girlfriend
scrambling.
like a few episodes ago. So
Oh, Ricky's girlfriend goes to different schools, so we'll never like know her
In Canada.
in Canada. All right, and then let's talk about being the mustard king of Arcadia. How's that working out for you?
It's doing great. Keeps me out of trouble. It keeps me focused. I like it. It's a passion project. I started like in 2018.
Tell us a little bit more about how you got the idea and how it started, and then where you kind of see it going.
It started actually with my mom. She, ever since I've been there, I can remember, she was making a mustard during the holidays.
It's called Mama's Mustard.
Originally it was called. Like we didn't have a name for it. We called
Get that shit out the
she was like
fridge.
mustard.
it was literally like a holiday mustard or something like that, and she would make it just for us and some like close relatives, and then ship them out for like gifts. And then it became more about friends and family, coworkers, everything. And it just, I realized that my mom had something here, but she got a little intimidated by the business process, and I asked her if I could, and she said, she gave me her blessing basically. And so that's what I've been doing pretty much since like 2018.
How hard is that business process?
It's lengthy. I'm almost finally getting done with it. The first couple years I was messing around, I was fucking around with it for a while. A couple people were buying from me, but it wasn't until after 2020-ish that I really got serious with it. And the last like year and a half especially. So I have like 6 accounts, locals of the regulars, obviously love it here. It actually helped during COVID when we actually opened up. We were allowed to open up because we were serving food. And
Lays.
And you got your own kitchen now, right?
Yeah, I have my own commercial kitchen. I needed that
Yeah.
to legally be able to do that. I can't do it out of my own
It
kitchen.
took them forever to like check off all those
Yeah.
boxes for,
Yeah.
for like health.
There
codes
was
and
no
stuff.
like layout. There's no like plan that they gave me. Like, okay, here's the list. I had to, every time I was done with something, they gave me 5 other things to do, and it was like, okay, well,
Sign these in triplicates.
yeah. And it was really difficult. So it was a crash course of learning how to do this.
And you got 3 different types of mustard.
I have 3 right now. I have Mama's, which is like a spicy Dijon style, has like a horseradish wasabi kind of kick to it naturally. No wasabi or horseradish added. There's a stone ground that has a nice kick to it, and then per request, I'll do like a honey mustard stone ground.
Oh,
So
I didn't know.
I do the spicy run.
you did.
Why didn't I know this?
Yeah.
Okay.
One last thing about your mustard, I was curious if you could describe like your most satisfying, your most satisfying food or preparation for using the mustard.
To date, I really like using it as a marinade, or baste, more like a baste. So like if you might make like a fillet, you sear it, put it in the oven, and like the last 5 minutes, put a coat of that on top of it, and it'll just make a nice little like mustard crust.
Islam.
Take it out, and then you get that nice little bite to it. That's fire. That's really good.
I haven't tried that with it. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Since we're on the topic of food, why don't you ever bring any to us?
Excuse me.
Mustard.
Ooh, I feel
No.
LB over-
I'm not talking about mustard.
Oh,
I'm talking about why doesn't James bring food to anybody here?
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I brought food to you.
When?
I actually no. Okay, you brought food to me, and then every time I ask you, you know what, I'm gonna bring food to you. You're like, no, I'm good.
James, this is a contentious question.
Apparently it is.
The entire staff wants to know.
The Scorch corner.
No, the staff or the
now I know. Yeah, now you said it, I was like, ew.
I was unaware.
Yeah.
I was unaware.
Now be aware.
This has been holding on for you.
Yo, yeah.
Jesus.
The lights are on. Feel embarrassed. Be embarrassed.
No, I'm actually surprised that this is bubbling up now that you didn't tell me before.
It's a Scorch corner. We have to.
It's one of the Scorch going right the fuck with you. Okay.
Yo, Ricky, let's do you now. You're pretty easy to fuck with.
Why? Because it's lonely at the top, man.
Is it lonely?
It is.
Heavy lies the crown. Got it.
Every day I wake up, I think that.
What's up with your hour-long showers?
Whoa.
What?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Who takes a shower for an hour and a half?
You did.
Apparently.
You literally said that today.
We can't get a hold of you, and we're trying to figure out who's bringing lunch today. Crickets from Ricky
So were you eating?
You called. You called.
twice.
I was in the shower when you called. That's
And
what I
then
said.
called
In the
an
shower.
hour later, and you were also in the shower.
So what's going on, Ricky?
I think your Android is acting up.
My Android's acting up.
Yeah.
Don't blame technology.
Yeah,
Just
piece of shit phone.
take the easy way out.
I
Okay,
can show you my text.
Let's do this one. When are you gonna take out that Taylor chick? Because she's all over you, and she's hot. What is the deal? She has a numbers thing. She said a number thing, and you lost your mind. Explain that.
Hold on, wait, yeah, what's going on with that?
This girl's a 9. Like, she's hot. And
Are you
cool.
just like too scared that she's too hot, or like what is it?
No, I'm never scared about anything like that. You know, there's like the flags that you ignore because they're hot. I see them, and I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to just push forward or just be like, eh.
So when the fuck did you start caring about flags?
Great question.
Ooh.
Hey, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's real.
I mean, I've tripped over thousands of them in my lifetime, so
Flags?
yeah.
Or
Flags.
okay.
You tripped right into
Yeah.
that cardigan.
Yeah, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And then complains that it's hot.
Cool as a cucumber, baby.
Oh, no.
You look whiter than Dub.
What's going on?
There's nothing going on.
Do you want us to move on? Are you nervous and you don't want to
I
answer the
think a
question?
little bit.
No,
We can move on if you'd like.
What is the question? Why am
Why
I
are
not
you
like
not
pursuing?
going with Taylor? Yeah,
I will at some point.
I mean, at some point.
You act like she's gonna be around forever.
We don't have a sundial. There's no abacus here. We can ask.
Abacus?
Yeah,
Spell abacus.
I'm not spelling abacus. But I did destroy Jen. Did you guys hear that?
Excuse me.
She was like, "I'm a better speller than you." I'm like, "Okay, spell concessioning," and she totally fucked it up. And she's like, "Will you spell it?" And I just ripped the letters out.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
She's gonna fuck you down.
Did that make you feel good?
Yeah, I felt great about
It makes me feel good.
Yeah, we all felt better about it. Ricky, or I'm sorry, Joseph. Let's do you for a little bit. Last episode, your thoughts? How are we doing? Where do you want to see this going?
Man, this is going good. It's a lot way further than any of us can imagine, and the changes that we want to make, I think it's gonna be even better. We actually have to stay focused and do exactly what we want to do and do.
Yeah, man, I think it's been a fun opportunity for
Yeah,
all of us
definitely.
to get together and do something outside.
Yeah,
of
the whole
work.
camaraderie is just like pretty amazing. I love it. Get to see you guys a little bit more,
Talk shit a little bit more.
talk shit a little bit more, just a little bit of drinking here and there.
a little bit.
But
And then we got karaoke's on Sundays now, so if we stick around, it's like
It's like what?
sing so good.
How'd it go?
something like that. You heard it. Something you can't do,
I can't. Wanna know why? 2 reasons.
or you
Oh.
can't make them do. That's fine.
All right, let's do a couple more Jamesy stuff. So I call James old Yamze. And it's kind of like a dig on like how old he is, but he's not even that old.
Or is it because like he likes the atmosphere of like the oldest dive bar in town?
Yeah, so like
There's that.
I do the day shift, so yeah, it does make sense. I relate to it a little bit better.
Ricky, weigh in on this. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it has been said on the streets that you run this place like you don't want anybody to come in here.
Wow.
Whose streets are those?
Yeah.
Indian School Street.
Just between 24th and 44th? Okay.
Got to get some air circulation in here, man, at all
I
times.
open the
A
window.
little bit of light.
I open the window.
I mean,
You sure about that? You sure about
sometimes. And the thing is that if someone asks you to open the window, you're like, I'm not opening the window.
that? Get punched.
I've got one more question for James, and we're gonna do one for Dylan real quick, and then we'll go into some deeper shit here. But James, I really need you to like really like mull it over and really explain to us the whole deep V situation. Why do you constantly wear a deep V?
do you have
I
any
like-
just like anything else?
Like crew?
Yeah,
I do.
Like crew? You
Yeah.
never
I
seen
do.
I think they're like Mr. Freeze super suits. He's got them like all hung up in the closet.
They're just
Like
all
color
like
coordinated?
same color coordinated. Yeah.
Have you been there?
I have a theory. I think James really likes his pectoralis muscles,
Pectoralis.
and he thinks he's trying to show.
Isn't it pictorial?
It's pectoral. Sorry,
Just like Idiocracy, huh?
idiocracy. And so I think that he thinks, it's true. I don't know, but I think that
Show a little man cleave.
yeah, you want to show a little cleavage,
Little-
ladies.
Little hamburger meat.
I just get choked up. I think the
This is the
Shit
same
just blows
James
the
that
wind.
was 4 buttons down.
Oh,
That's right. 4 buttons down.
the guy over there.
James walked in the bar, was like, all right, all right, all right.
We're like, what the fuck are you wearing, bro?
Full defense, that was not my choice. That was the ladies' choice that night.
Hey, the ladies did love it.
Was a flannel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The butt.
Oh, I remember.
James out
No,
here,
it was like flat. It wasn't like flat.
James out here
Yeah.
raw dogging flannels, no
Yeah,
undershirt.
no undershirt, just having girls just clipping a button at a time, man.
Get that cotton burning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you go? Oh, you went to the Country Boy that night, right?
I did. And what? Learn how to do the dance.
Do you even fucking like country?
Tuesday?
I do. I do. Classic country is great. The new stuff sucks. Sorry, Dub. But
It all sounds the same.
it's not harsh. It's just
Wait,
truth.
Let's get into
It
that.
it's about the same things. Like rap and country are the same things.
Okay.
It's actually
Give me
true.
examples.
Good times, cars, bitches. Like it's the same genre. It just sounds different, but they talk about the same things. I understand like the sad.
I get what you're saying. Country is from people that are like out in the sticks, and hip hop is from people that are like in the hood.
Suburbs.
So I get the opposites of that.
But the
If you close your
similarities-
eyes and you listen to someone from South Georgia talk, and it's a white dude, you would think that they're black. You wouldn't know the difference. So, I mean, I understand country, but it's just so sad.
yeah, but
It's romantic. It's
Yeah, but then that
Your
should just
car
remind you
breaking
about your
down?
life.
They're two different.
Your car breaking down, your horse dying, and your dog running off is romantic.
See, that should just remind you about your life. Your car breaking down.
There's a tear in my beer.
Is that I think that some of the best lyrics when it comes to country music, like now that you know way better, those are some of the most perfect lyrics, like when it comes to like a love song ever or country songs. I really do believe that. I'm not saying it's like Taylor Swift or hip hop artists or whatever they're playing on the radio now, but there is a lot of skill and a lot of passion in country music.
You
And
have
I
a-
do respect it for that. Do I want to listen to it all the time? Like, absolutely not.
Yeah, how many country songs can you tolerate in a sitting,
6.
in a row?
Yeah.
I like how he has that number like in his pocket.
He just threw it out.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, 600%.
Dub,
I can tolerate
Depending on the length of each song, like
dub number is like
4 minutes, 6 times 4. That's 20
infinite.
minutes.
Infinite.
dub
Infinite.
number is infinite. There is no number large enough for how many hours Dub will listen to country music. I listened to him listen to a song for
The same one.
the same song
Yeah.
for 6 hours straight.
He doesn't.
I am not.
He doesn't
Bullshit.
have an alarm clock.
No,
it's like a
it's a little
song
bit of
that just wakes him
But
up.
a psychopath in there.
He sat in the office and he just like listened to it over and over. I was like, oh my god.
I'm with you. I've done that before.
I'm sorry. I wanna
Sometimes
hear
you just
it
get
all.
infatuated with the song. You've never done that with the rap song?
But in the morning,
Do you rewatch movies?
yeah.
Okay, it's the same thing. Oh, by the way, talk about movies. Gentlemen, this one's for you too. Did you guys see the new Lego set that came out for the Avengers?
The what?
Oh, what's that?
It's like they have the actual Avengers Tower, and then they have all 32 characters. It's like $500. I'm really thinking about doing it.
Christmas gift.
Going to the Toys R Us?
After my
Toys R Us isn't around anymore, is it?
Is it?
Thought it was coming back. I thought Toys R Us was doing a comeback. I heard it was
That's right.
closed. Fuck it, bro. Lego store.
You got Lego, yeah.
We got Legoland right here. The
Legoland.
knockoff Legoland, right here in Arizona Mills.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, where you might get kidnapped.
Don't ever go there Saturday, Friday or Saturday. Don't ever go there Friday or Saturday.
Weird caveat that I heard the best or the worst place to get kidnapped is actually at Desert Ridge. Like the most kidnappings
Really?
in the state happen at Desert Ridge.
Holy
Wait,
shit!
wait.
I thought it was Arizona Mills. That's why.
When you
Well,
say
I would think so too because Mills is pretty sketchy.
When
But
you-
like the best or the best place to be kidnapped is that does
The best place to
Like,
man, I'm trying to get kidnapped.
Want to get kidnapped?
Where am I
The
gonna
best
go?
location.
Oh,
They have complete service.
the ridge. I'm about to roll
The
up there.
sprinter van, with, like massage chairs.
no, it happens all the time. And like what happens up there, the girls or boys or whoever gets taken, they have like wealthy families and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's better to take them because you know that you can. I don't know why I'm going on.
Where'd
this.
Like a ransom?
Where'd you hear about this?
There's a detective that comes through here and has told me. He's
What's these parents that
he's
don't be
like, "Don't
watching
let
their
your
kids,
out at
man?
Desert Ridge. Like, do not let your kids hang out at Desert Ridge and ride their bikes and shit. Absolutely not.
Never heard of
That's
this.
the place that they.
This is the first time I hear about
I've
this.
never
I never heard of that
and
either.
that's like Tatum and the 101.
Yeah.
That's a nice neighborhood.
It's a really nice neighborhood.
Yeah, but that's why, either way. Moving on.
Noted.
I wanted to ask.
None of you fucking have kids. Like,
I don't want kids.
noted. What are you noting? Like,
No, I'll be fine.
I'm the only motherfucker that has to work now.
This is like a PSA for
Yeah,
the rest of us here.
Oh, okay. So Dylan has a new job. And he's working in like a members only bar. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm essentially running around a really massive luxury hotel as a training ambassador, helping out with the new staff, onboarding, training, bartenders, servers, anything you can think of when it comes to dining out, getting an experience, something worth remembering and sharing, essentially. The specific restaurant that I'm working in is it's a country club vibe, essentially. It's very much members only. You can go here, they're paying a premium amount, they're getting a premium service.
Can you break down the membership fees or like how does it work? Like, is it just like
No, it's not even something that I can even remotely put my finger on. It's a completely different division that handles that. It's not like the food and beverage department is handling that. It's something way different, but it is a very private membership club. Essentially, is what it is, and I get to be their bartender. So, as opposed to the past 15 to 18 years when I'm just getting melted by drinks and tickets. This is the first time that I get to focus on technique and practice finesse, and I'm really, really excited about that.
You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Can you speak on like how I'm curious how the staffing works and how everyone gets paid? Is it like a normal bartending gig where you get like $10 an hour, then you get tips, and then you're melting drinks, and like that's how you make money? Or is it like a salary thing, or is it like a bonus thing, or how does staff get paid? Because like my worry or my thought, I've always wanted to do a members only bar, and like I always thought like, okay, in my if I had a place like that, I would just pay everyone a salary, and like, hey, if you work these days, this is what these days are worth, but like everything's free because everyone's a member. But I don't know how it's like organized. You know what I'm saying?
With it being a brand new outlet, brand new location, I think that those are all questions that we are going to not only find the answer for, but answer when the time comes, really. But working in hotels or as a concierge or a front desk supervisor, usually in hotels, essentially everything goes to a paycheck. So this is a very different. It's a very different style of service, especially when it comes to
Than
getting
what we're used to.
paid. Like, yeah, usually like I'm used to just picking up tips every day or saving my tips and picking them up at the end of the week. Everything does go onto a paycheck. But what I think I'm most excited about is just the exclusivity of it. I think that being a premium bartender in a premium restaurant that is exclusive only to CEOs, whoever,
Celebrities,
celebrities,
sports stars.
yeah, things like that. Like, I just think that it's something I've never tapped into in the 18 years that I've been doing this. It's I don't even think I've ever even dreamed of doing this. It's just so far out from my day to day.
Yo, you gotta tell them about the yoga lessons that you get before your shifts.
I can't
Dude
give that
gets-
too much yeah, but either way, I'm
Private
saying,
yoga shit,
yeah,
like before you work.
I have a wonderful person who is a coach for
That's dope.
wellness of the staff, and every day we do these like private little stretching classes and breathing exercises. And I will say I've never had that 18 years working in the industry, and I already can tell how rejuvenated I feel just in the month, in the past month that I've been doing these things. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's not slinging margaritas and banging out Tito sodas and pushing.
Hey. We like our
I'm
job.
not saying.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You got to stretch, man.
You chop liver over here, man. What the fuck?
You got to stretch.
Bars people, open up the window and turn the fans on.
All right.
Shots fired.
Hey, I love Back to the Future also, but I don't put it on when I'm at.
People love
Just,
right? People love it.
Jesus, just burying him, aren't you?
Biggest movie guy ever, yeah. No, I do love it when you have movies on here. But
Damn.
I'm really, really excited to not just have to be in this fierce chaos all the time anymore. Like tennis elbows, real thing. Shoulders are a real thing as a bartender, as a professional bartender. There's so many injuries that happen.
Yeah. We don't want you to roll an ankle and like, you
don't
know,
want to step off anymore.
groceries.
Oh no, my eggs!
That'll be great because you get to
Still salty
concentrate.
about the eggs.
Still salty, man.
James had a point.
I was going to say you'll be able to concentrate on the cocktail as well as the guests, and you'll be able to have that conversation more so than you would at a volume place where you really don't get to know the people.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot
Dylan,
of technique, man.
I have a
Yeah.
question for
what I'm
you.
excited about.
A lot of the like nicer country clubs, like the entire staff knows, like there's like a book, so they all,
Book, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
and so they have like, you know, your face is there, or like the member's face, and like what they do and what they like and what they hate and whatever. Do you have to like go through and memorize like, hey, here's the 200 members we have. You got to know who these people are. You'll be tested on it, type of thing. Is
I
there
don't know
something
about
like that?
testing, but I think that that's just what you sign up for. That's your responsibility.
Yeah.
And, you know, as an opening trainer that's been doing this for a long time, like actively, I have water bar, a water bar at my apartment where
Water bar.
I'm literally building drinks off of their recipes with water, just so I can get more repetitions.
How strong are the drinks?
That no one has asked me to do. That's just how I prepare. So yeah, if someone says that, hey, we have X amount of people and they're all paying whatever to be in this private club, 100%, I'm gonna dive into that. Make sure that I know everything I can know.
There you go.
And I think at the very core of all that, that's just hospitality. That's all it is. It's just, I mean, what defines a great bartender, right? They know your name. They know what you like. They can work the well, work the printer, right? But I think like someone who can kind of flow and bob and weave to where it never seems stressful, and they do like the little extra things, like that's a good bartender. I mean, you two are excellent bartenders.
Who's better?
Ooh, wow.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That's the best.
Yeah,
Did you guys see her last night? She went to a wedding and she had like this gown on. I'm like, oh my god, like the
What, she
Palestinian
changed?
princess.
yeah.
Dude, she looked like a like out of Disney, or like she looked like a. She
No, wait, that was
gorgeous.
Friday. I saw her.
This was last night. She went to a wedding and she had like this gown on. I was like, oh,
Dude, it's like the third.
You're like, you
wedding
know, you're
she's
at
been
Dilly,
to in,
right?
like, 2 months.
are you lost?
Go that way.
No, yeah, it's the best. So glad I've been getting to know her. I think now it's time we're gonna take a quick little break, and then we'll come back and we'll do a couple games.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna sign off for the last episode of the
12th
season.
episode.
Bye, guys.
Jesus. We're in.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back at it from the break. I just have one question. Well, actually, I have two. Why the fuck are you so scared to just actually talk to the camera?
I don't know. I'm
He's
just
very
not.
camera shy.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that like requires attention.
Camera
I do
that
this. Huh?
Camera's that way.
I'm talking to you guys.
Over there.
No,
Look right there. That's where we want you.
Talk to me, but look at the camera.
No, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna look at you. No, I've always been like a background dude. I don't want to be up for.
You can't hide forever, Ricky.
Ooh, what are you
You're a
trying to
star
say?
now. You're a star now. You have to be on stage.
Let's calm down. No, I think it's because I've been tall all my life, so I've always
You gotta shine bright like a diamond, bro.
Like a diamond.
fade back.
because you're tall. Is that what you said? Can you break that down to me a little bit?
Because like you're the same height as me, so we can't hide with anything. So
We could have charisma though.
yeah,
We call it Riz.
mad Riz.
Riz.
The kids call it
Please don't.
Riz.
Please don't.
The kids call it Riz.
Let's just be honest here, boys.
No cap.
The only person who's
Stop.
not tall here is Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh, but he
I'm
has
a
the
fucking
ears.
midget.
He's vertically challenged. Yeah.
I'm vertically challenged, but these ears, bro.
You can just like float up to her.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly what I do.
comes
And
back
then when
down.
like I want to turn, I just smack the shit out of you with one of the ears, dude. Just
All right, I want to do something a little bit serious before we go into some less serious stuff, and it's not that bad. But I was wrestling around with the question about what does it take? This is a question for the entire panel. What does it take, or what would it take for somebody to change your mind on something? Maybe something serious or maybe
Facts.
something. But sometimes facts aren't enough. Meaning, like, you can be told, like, for instance, like, well, we can shit on me right now. I hang out with my big brother all the time, talk about relationships stuff all the time. He tells me factual things. Hey, Dub, you are screwing up. You can't do this. Stay away from this person, whatever. And I still don't listen. So, like, for me, it's complicated. Is it complicated for you guys to change your mind too? Or
I think it depends on each person, honestly. Like for you, obviously,
like, I'm talking like, what does it take for you? What would it take for Joseph to change his mind, to change the way you think about life?
like a lot of facts and emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Experience.
Emotional damage.
Okay,
Like for you,
Hold on. Let's do Dylan first.
Yeah.
Let's hear him, and then we'll
go for it.
I would just say passionate about whatever it is, like having, passion to the point where I know you almost have courage, to do something that's so against the norm or something like that. I think that inspires me, and in life and in my professional career. But I think passion is something. I don't know. You don't learn it. You can't teach it, right? I don't even think you're born with it. I think just at a certain point in your life, you just kind of click in and you think to yourself, that's what it is. That's what it means, And it's a very ambiguous item to identify. But I think if someone is passionate about something, I already can feel that they have a different perspective about what that means to them. And I should honor that. So
Cool.
I think that's how I feel about it.
Joseph, what does it take to change your mind?
Yeah, I was viewing it the way of like that you in the situation that you just kind of with the big brother that you just laid out. In order for me to change my mind, it would take like a lot of fucking facts. And after the facts are there and you see them, because obviously you could see facts for a very long time and ignore them. But once that emotional damage sets in, like I'm a very emotional person. So as soon as those hit, I'm like, I'm out. Like, fuck
It
it.
takes emotion for you to get motivated to really make a difference in your own.
And it has to be like the most abundant amount of emotions.
Ricky, how about you?
I'm not an emotional person, so it's
we know.
more on facts and logic. Like if you can logically explain your stance,
Like how you
And it
should
makes
be
sense.
Republican?
if it makes sense, I'll listen to it.
Like why you shouldn't play
You have to throw
basketball.
that in there just once.
Okay, calm down.
Country
Why you
music.
should love country music?
There you go. Yeah.
No, just facts and logic, man. Like
It's just better, dude.
if I'm wrong, I'm a big enough person to admit when I'm wrong. Like, oh shit,
What are you wrong
I
about?
didn't even
Sure about
not
that?
much, not much.
All right, James, what would it take for you to change your mind on something important?
I was going to write off of what Joseph said. It has to hit you to your core emotionally.
Yeah.
I think through experience, you have to have basically that epiphany when you wake up. You're like, holy shit, what am I doing? What am I worth? Personal worth. Is it worth going through that again and again and again? And I'm not trying to nail it on just one particular scenario. It could be any scenario with that for that matter. But I think it comes down to yourself. Like you wake up and you
At some point it's just
you
a
assess what you think you're worth and what you're willing to either deal with or not deal with. And I think that's what it comes down to. And at some point, I think I can say personally, most of us could be like, woke up one day and like, yeah, we're done. I'm done with this particular item, this particular choice or whatever.
Matt has not done that.
Oh, we know. But in this one particular instance, yes, we're going to nail that one down. But it can be on anything. It could be Republican, Democrat BS, whatever you want to play that card.
Okay. The follow-up question to this, we'll start with Dylan. If you're trying to convince somebody to change their ways or convince them to change their outlook, what's your best motive or method?
That's their decision, man. I think just being a good role model, being supportive.
Yeah.
Whatever the decision is, that's theirs. It's nothing to do with me. And I think, like, when you're talking about emotion, you're calling it emotion. I'm calling it passion. I think we are talking about.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much talking about the same thing. Yeah.
Essentially.
But just being there to back them up. However they need it. Phone call, talk, get lunch, get out of their normal space, do something different. And I think that we've all had those conversations.
Yeah.
It's how close we are, but I just think, being a good role model and supportive.
So I'm going to kind of co-sign on that. I don't think that I would want to change anything because we've all been in a situation where we've actually tried to change one another. And
Help each other, right?
help each other out in some kind of way. But it's just, no matter how much you shove it in someone's throat, it's just not going to work. So the best thing you can do is you have to be there and you have to just, hey, you know what? Cool. Like, this is the shit you want to do? Fuck it. I'm here. You want to be here? I'll be standing next to you drinking a beer. You don't want to be there? I'll be standing with you next to you drinking a beer. At the end of the road, regardless, we're going to be chilling there drinking a beer. So I can't. It's more of like just being there for someone, like he was saying, just supporting them no matter what decision they make. And eventually, people are going to see what they need to see. And at that point is when you're like, told you, motherfucker, but here's a beer.
I like that.
No, for me, I would just, like I do with you, I lay it out logically. Like, this is what's been happening to you. This is your response. And
I
this
hate
is the,
when you
and
get
this
that,
is
though,
the
'cause I'm
result.
like, yeah, I know.
And
He's all-
this,
Fuck you.
and this is the result. So, like, you can either do this or you can do that. You only have two choices.
Yeah, but
And I can only say that
So many
with
times.
Dub,
at that point,
my
you,
max is 3.
but at that point, you, at that
And
point,
I
you
really
just gotta be
hate
your
repeating.
friend.
And I'm, I support you whatever you do, but the definition of lunacy is doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting different results.
Psychopath, but
Psychopath,
Yeah,
the psychopath,
Yeah.
lunacy,
insanity.
whatever,
Insanity, doing the same
Crazy.
thing over and expecting a different result.
exactly,
Idiocracy or
whatever.
I think you should know this.
Lunacy.
I taught you that yesterday. Congratulations, LV.
There's a lot of big words being thrown around today. I don't understand half of them, so I'm gonna take it as
I take it as disrespect.
Salabe.
But yeah, that's
Got me looking shit up on my phone.
Nah.
All right,
that-
James, we're gonna end with you on this one. What does it take for you to convince somebody?
Convince. I learned a long time ago, and hence why I can be lighter about it, is that you can't control. It's up to the person. You can lay out the facts. You can give them sound advice, whoever, and you send them on their way. You can only do so much.
Yeah, like you-
I stopped a long time ago. I stopped trying to having the ability to try to get somebody to do what is right for them
You
based
can't.
on my own opinion or whatever.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not going to
Can't.
happen. It's not. You can tell them what it is, and I become a broken record, and then you're just like, you know what? They have to fall on their face enough times to realize on their own.
hey Dub, that stove is hot. Dub, the stove is hot.
I like it.
I like to be burned.
I love
So,
getting burned.
hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
You never answered that question.
It's motherfucking.
You
hot
asked
on the
it, but you
bottom.
haven't answered it.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I think it's about asking questions. It's like
That's how it is that you get through people. Like
if I want to convince somebody of something, I'll ask questions like, you don't have to answer it, but just here's the question, and then think about it,
it just starts a fire.
and then you decide. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am going to ask you, like, do you think it makes sense that you're doing this? Whatever you pick, I don't care, but like, this is what we all
But
are thinking.
your questions, though, when you ask those questions, you already have a yes and no scenario
I already-
loaded in
yeah, I
your
already know
head.
what's going on? Yeah, they're definitely baited.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
I think
it-
all questions like that are baited, no matter who asks them, what they ask. It's like, yo, are you sure that's a good move for you? It's like, yeah, you're questioning me. Obviously, it's not. And some people are going to be like, yeah.
I have so
I'm going home.
You guys know that my hostesses over at Nook, they're pretty young, and I try to indoctrinate them.
Here we go with
every
these
chance I
words
get.
again.
I like the word indoctrinate. I think it's brainwash.
Yeah, it's essentially brainwashing.
I saw him do it.
Brother, you are
yesterday.
truly Metamucil.
He was distracting a hostess from doing her job, so
Correct.
he can actually.
Part of my job
Feed.
is brainwashing my hostesses.
Yes.
Because
Jesus.
they're young and they're impressionable and
Advanced
it's easy.
psychology now.
Yeah.
That's great. They're supposed to be counting doing table times, but
Brainwashing at Nook. We'll
So
fix that in
why
post.
why is it that you like to wear such tight pants when you go to church? Like,
people
my
to
guy.
see the medium-sized cock.
The year, you like him to see the
happening
year of a quarter in your pocket? Yeah, 1985 quarter in your pocket?
I like a quarter.
Pants tight as fuck, son.
Oh god.
Yep,
All right. If you guys want to shit on me for a little bit, you can. But then,
we've been doing it.
if there's more,
When Dub works at Nook, he looks like he's just judgmental towards everybody.
I'm judging.
That's what he does here too.
Yeah, he's got a lot of product in his hair. He's got the mustache.
It's the only time he wears
Yes.
pants.
Only time he doesn't wear a hat.
Yeah, and the only time he doesn't wear a hat. He gets a haircut just for that one
Just the
event.
one event.
Yeah, it's like once a month I have to dress up.
Yeah.
Like a blueberry muffin.
Even when I go on dates, I'm still wearing the hat. Like,
And it's funny because it's like some fucked up bands, and then like the tightest pants on earth, like a loose ass flannel,
Ever whitewashed.
fucking shaved, and just like
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you look like a credit score.
hi.
and the West Side Story leather jacket.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that jacket.
They call me Leather Daddy.
I don't want to know this.
Yo, I heard you just got a plaque somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I got Maddie Midnight.
How much did that plaque cost you?
Too much. But it says "and midnight" and it's my locker, so I'm excited about it.
Patty Midnight.
dude, that might be the coolest fucking locker in that fucking.
Dude, like I'm
locker
already
room. They're
getting
like,
hit
holy
up,
shit,
like, many emails about it. Like it's bad.
and midnight.
Is his last name really Midnight?
No, and then people are gonna ask. You know, people are gonna walk by and be like, "Who the fuck is that midnight?" Like,
Don't worry about it. But do you want to roll?
Don't even worry about
he
it.
has a couple of dice in the locker.
I'm doing it. I keep them in there.
Case?
Yeah, just in
God.
case if people want to play dice.
But they do have a bar there.
They do.
You can start playing it over there.
Bunch of old
It's
dudes
not
in
a-
towels in the locker room.
all playing dice.
Yeah.
There you go, James. No dice over here.
Yeah.
It's AMC.
All right, we're gonna move on to the yes or no game. This game involves turning your sign over instinctively
Turning it
after
on.
the question.
On.
Turning it on. We got 5 players here, so we'll try to keep the answers quick
5 players.
because there's a lot of questions. Okay, some of these questions
Speed
were written by our good friend Lauren Hubbs. And then Joseph wrote a few, and then I didn't write any of these, so but I do have a couple extras. That
Oh, just rolling it.
Roll it in there.
All right, y'all. Yes or no? Does having a turtle make you gay? Having a turtle. James, wanna fill in the audience with this?
I would love to.
Do you agree on
If
a turtle?
you have 4 of them,
I have one.
do you know that there's green ooze leaking out of New York?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yo, Ninja Turtle coming alive.
I'm like, where's this going? Oh,
Throw 4 turtles down there immediately. Go ahead.
I like how random that was. That's beautiful. Now, I basically rescued a turtle about a year and a half ago at my apartment complex. I got done during the day with my chores, came in, parked my car, and there was like this plastic container with a little sticky note that said, I need a good home. I didn't even know what it was. Opened it up, and there was literally a guy, little turtle, about that big, inside. I'm like, what the hell? And of course, my first bad move was I had named it within 30 seconds of seeing it. I already knew the name.
So Donatello.
Like Michelangelo, more of a guy.
Who
Raphael was the best one.
who
He was always pissed.
who gets rid of a turtle? I
And
guess
how
they
do you
take
do
so
that?
much
Like, it
space.
has to be like a very savage person. Be like,
It
yo,
takes
need
so
to
much
know.
Literally, it was a startup kit. It was the thing that had.
It's like the little ones that they sell off the freeway for
So
like
they
20
bought the
bucks.
turtle and they were like, ah, never.
It had this little piece of plastic like fake plant, had some rocks, a little bit of water, and this guy in it that probably was no older than like 2 to 3 months, just hatched type of thing. And so actually my initial idea was to put him in this tank. And so at the time, the other fish guy we had, I sent him a picture. I'm like, hey, is this going to work? And he's like, no, it's not going to work. So I literally got off the phone with him and I looked at him and I'm like, I guess you're stuck with me. And his name is Yertle, by the way. I didn't.
Yertle the turtle.
The turtle. I named him within 30 seconds of seeing him. And Yertle came from a Red Hot Chili Pepper song on one of their albums, but it's also a Dr. Seuss book. And that's kind of like the combo.
For that your whole life. Like,
His whole story?
No,
Yes.
no, it
Your
wasn't.
whole life.
Yertle, like one day.
Well, yes.
Find the turtle.
You're
And I'm going to name it Yertle.
That's, yeah.
I have a question. I know the answer to it already, but does
love it.
this like work on girls? Do they like, hey, you want to come up and see my turtle?
Oh.
Did he say that?
How?
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
So how
All
big
right.
is Yertle now?
Well, he went from that to now he's like this.
Oh.
He's a big boy now.
Oh, that definitely wouldn't have worked.
Size 7. Yeah.
That definitely wouldn't have worked.
All right, moving on from Yertle the turtle.
Yertle the turtle.
Does it look like?
Just say it.
Does it look like Dub tries too hard when he works at Nook? Dude, what? Think? Yes. What is Dylan? What does Dylan say?
Go for it. Say it. Say it.
No.
Ask me one. That's fine.
Now,
Yes.
this being said,
Ah.
I digress.
It's a no, but.
Then it's a yes if it's a no but.
It's those pants.
no. It's
But-
a different vibe is what it is. Over there, he's got to show out a little bit. Here, he wears shorts and sneakers and a golf shirt, right?
He's unplugged.
Over there, that's full on restaurant with full on service, so he has to step it up a little bit. But do I think he is like overdoing it or trying too hard? No, because I think he's a great man.
Hey, thanks, guy.
Look at that.
Yeah, a little bit of
Brainwashing.
Teenagers.
Teenagers, the youth teen.
Helpless,
the youth of our
mindless
nation is being
teenagers.
brainwashed by this
So,
guy.
yo, real quick caveat. This 15-year-old was like, I'm like,
Caveat.
who's
Another
hosting
word.
tonight?
He loves that word.
I think the word of the day is abacus.
She's like, hey, like I'm Emma, I'm 15. I'm like, cool. What's your stance on abortion? And she was like,
What
the
Wait,
fuck is
wait,
wrong
why
with
would
you?
I go hard in the
Thank-
paint.
why? Thank you.
Why quickly?
I'm changing it.
No.
That is a
Why would
big
you-
fucking no.
We did the Israeli-Palestine thing.
Shut up.
Did all of it. Like,
Poor children.
Why would you do that?
because I need to make sure she knows what's like how the world works. You know.
Dude, all she needs to make sure is people get to their seats.
Yes.
She's in algebra too.
Table times.
Poor child lives.
It's not your responsibility.
Whoa.
She changed her mind after
But
talking
right
to
now,
me.
I don't know.
She changed.
You mean
know
you
what?
changed her mind?
Jesus Christ.
All right. So next question: should politics be in this podcast?
On.
Oh,
I don't think so.
James is, it says on.
James is on.
I don't think so.
All right, fine. I won't do it.
You just brought it up. You're teaching.
You did, you did.
teaching politics to the.
That, yeah,
Right, right.
bro.
What the
Knocking on
fuck?
doors, you know.
Did you really say that?
Yeah,
I like it. He's like, yeah.
of course.
Of course. Yeah.
I sent her links.
I did like a PowerPoint thing.
Watch this child.
Man, you'll be seated in a minute. She's watching a video.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I don't like it. Don't like it at all.
All right. Do planes really fly?
No. What?
Ricky, your sign says yes, but we all
We all know you think there's fake planes. So
Yeah.
how can they really
I'm
fly?
not saying that they're fake planes. They're planes that are fucking stuck in the air some fucking time. Like, I don't understand
They're
why you
flying.
cannot wrap your...
That's just called flying.
Okay, do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Do you
but
believe in
they're not-
Bigfoot?
No.
You believe in aliens, but you don't believe in Bigfoot.
You better check tape, bro.
Yeah. There's a zillion stars. There's not Bigfoot.
So you're telling me that we're the only planet with life in the galaxy, which is infinite and ever expanding?
No, I agree with you there. There's definitely aliens. They're just too far away. They can't get here. It's too far away.
Next question.
Will Rick continue to not drink until Christmas?
Well, I've just got.
I believe in Rick.
I don't believe in Rick.
I believe in you, boo.
Actually, no, I don't believe in myself because I'm gonna drink because
Thanksgiving.
the Wednesday before things. Yeah.
Spot?
Yeah.
I know.
There you go.
Taking a break.
The usual Thanksgiving.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah,
It's been realistic. You've been good. You've been good.
Yeah, man.
I'm impressed with you.
yeah. Actually, we are all impressed.
You do,
impressed.
but I can tell you this:
You did a lot more than we thought.
when you're here sober, and you watch the shenanigans unfold,
Then you realize you're a fucking dipshit because
like, holy
all the shit you do.
I do it every time I work. It's pretty fun. It's a lot of great time.
Yeah.
I mean, I did the same thing going into this new job. Like, man, we were talking about earlier, 6 weeks. I stayed away from it, but it took a couple weeks until I was like, cool, I can go have a ginger beer and still hang out with the boys.
Yeah.
It's just putting yourself in the right environment with the right mindset.
Mm.
Right? And I believe in you. And on Thanksgiving, it's going down.
it's going down.
It's going down.
You say this after like 3 drinks.
Like I can.
You were
I
done
can.
with one,
I can
so.
sit in here only so long, like not sauced
Okay.
up. Like it gets to a point,
Oh.
I'm like, oh, all right, I need to get the fuck out of here because this shit's going south.
Well, it's just annoying. It's what it is.
You hear the same stories, like you hear the same 3 stories in 30 minutes. Like fuck.
The same loud voice on the other side of the bar being like, ah.
The stimulants is what kills me. It's like the people that are like Adderalled out of their mind or coked out. It's like, dude, I can't sit through your fucking charade of story time.
A
Every
conversation,
single
like
time I'm here, there's always someone that wants to talk to me about their tattoos,
And,
like,
like,
what they want to get, and I'm like,
I
this
get
is
the
the
life
14th time you fucking told me this.
I get the stranger life dump. They'll sit next to me. Hey, how's it
How do you
going?
deal with that, by the way? Just like
A lot of alcohol.
lot
Oh,
of
you mean
alcohol.
outside of the bar?
Yeah, no, I'm talking
Yeah.
about like how do you does that annoy you?
No, like,
Does
no, it doesn't annoy me. But like I said, if you do it for like fucking 14 times, like I know this dude that he wants to get this like fucking Japanese arm sleeve that like he really wants to get it. You know, he wants to rock it all the time. He's always like, yo, dude, I really want to get this. But he never fucking comes in and he never actually decides to do it. So I'm just like, yeah, bro, I got you. But that's also one of my closest friends. And I love
knew
you.
he was gonna.
Shit on him.
I knew he was gonna do it. I was like, wait, Japanese sleeve?
Wait a minute.
Time? Fuck.
I thought you were telling a real story.
But
It is a real story.
It is a real story. But when it's a fucking stranger, I'm like, dude, like, we've met here fucking 10 times. I know you want this fucking sick ass piece. I've given you my business card. I've given you everything possible. And I'm just like, cool, dude, book.
Yeah.
And like some people actually like we have one friend in common, firefighter. He was doing it for a while and then he realized that and he was like, oh, you know what? Fuck this. Came to ATM. He was like, here's my deposit. And I was like, there you go. That's how you do it.
That's the first step.
That's the first
Yeah.
step. Like then because other than that, it's just like fucking
Lip
alcohol
service.
banter, and you're just like, I don't fucking, dude. I just want to relax. I just got out of the shop. I was
much
there
is it?
12 hours,
How much is the deposit?
50%.
Okay. No
The way
shit.
I look at it as a client, because I'm not an artist,
Yeah.
right? I've always seen it as, you know, people want a tattoo because they see something and it makes them feel good about that and inspires them, and that's how they feel right now, right? But like for me, every tattoo that I have, that's something that is like a part of my DNA. That's a part of like my being, like that defines me, right? So I can kind of see how
Yeah,
some
and-
people it's like, oh, I want to get this, I want to get that, but how many times does that idea change?
And I take that into consideration because a lot of the times that they actually speak about it, I'm like, dude, you're fucked up right now. Like, you're not gonna remember this again. So it's cool. Like, that's fine. But there is times you just like, you're like, dude, I just want to relax. Like, I'll do any kind of conversation. Just really don't want to talk about tattoos. I don't.
You just talk shop.
I was literally at work 12 hours. I don't need to sit here and talk to you about it.
Get punched.
Okay, we're doing the last yes or no question of the day, and it's a big one.
It's a doozy.
Do we do a full 86 ban on the devil and all
Oh,
stars?
that's a given.
Sorry, what? What was the question?
A full 86 ban on the devil herself.
She who shall not be named.
Whose name we
Yes.
do not speak.
Voldemort.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Of
sorry.
course he says no.
My bad.
I say no, and everyone says yes.
Fucking demented.
This is after all the questions that we have talked about
all those
in
advice.
said interview.
Yes.
This is after
Yeah.
everything.
Case and point. The prosecution rests.
When it comes to earlier when we were talking about the questions that you would ask to change someone's mind, do you feel like we
Changed your
asked
mind?
those questions?
Maybe are we not asking
Clearly
the right
not, because
questions?
he's obviously. Yeah.
We're not asking the
I
right
think
goddamn
We're not asking
questions.
the right questions.
That might be what it is, but also I think that what Joseph said is that like you're gonna figure it out
Yeah.
eventually. And for me, it took I'm
I feel like one
Don't
thing
say
that it might
took.
take for you to do it is like a little bit of jail time. Then I'm like, so
Yeah,
see
it's going to
now?
be, you need like a
Let's fucking
full
gonna go to
fucking
jail.
stop.
But again, like it did take a long time, and I got my big brother to
Doesn't matter.
to help me through it.
I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you anymore. I'm setting you free. I'm setting you free.
There's no
And
more,
me,
I'm gonna let you
there's
crash
nothing
and
more
burn.
I can
no
teach
matter
you.
what, I'm like, yeah, bro, let's go. And I'm
Nah.
just like, I'll ride it out with
Okay,
you.
so Ricky and Dylan will understand this. They took some time off from the bars and drinking and all that shit, and like it got.
The fuck you mean?
easier
I've done
and
that too.
better, Whatever, you did too. So like that's what's happening in my situation, where
Got it.
I'm away from it. I'm getting farther and farther and farther. It's getting easier and easier and easier, and so like, yeah, like I did have to like go through it on my own, and I did have great people in my life like James and Ricky and Joseph and Dylan,
Whose advice he didn't listen to.
who I didn't listen to at all. But I think it's probably like raising kids, right?
It's just refreshing to hear you say
well,
it.
yeah, of course. Like my kids, I'm always like, don't do that. You're gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
All right.
But like I said, I'm the type of person to be like, yo, like cool. Like my kid wants to jump off a couch, jump off a couch.
Yeah.
You're gonna cry, and I'm gonna be like, you can't cry because you fucked up. So get up, and now you're gonna realize you shouldn't do that.
Now you
Like
know.
now you know. Like seriously.
It's not about how many times someone says it or asks the question or anything like that. It's about when you wake up and you finally ask yourself, it's like, fuck, do I want this? Like, is that what I want? Is that what I want to do today? Is this going to make me better in an hour or 2 hours or tonight when I go to work or tomorrow?
5 years.
Is this going to help me in 2 weeks when I have to pay that bill?
How good am I gonna feel when I buy that house in Arcadia, and it's the party house
Actually, you don't
that
want that.
we don't fucking want,
It's just
but you're living in it because you own it. Because that's the road it's going. That's the road it's going into.
that's what it comes down to. It's that like necessity where okay, maybe I should try something different. But once you buy into that, bite it, taste it, feel it, dude. Like I mean, it's a
Damn, that got me a little aroused.
I don't know where they're at right now.
All right, Joseph, sign us off for the last episode.
Season 2, episode 12. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the dedication.
Really appreciate
I
it.
really
Thank you for
appreciate it.
watching. There we go.
But we're going to take a break for a while. I'm thinking it's going to be a month. So you're not going to see a lot of content from us, but you will see little clips here and there. We're building something new for our season 3. So like January, the first week of January, that weekend, stay tuned. We're going to come in super heavy with everything. And like I said, thank you guys for the support. You guys are amazing.
Smash that like button.
Oh, God, don't say that.
We are all very grateful for you guys and putting up with our shit because I know it's hard.
It's a lot.
Thank you.
Later, guys. Enjoy the holidays.
Here.
Here.